Shout out to our sponsor, Blue Apron. For less than $10 per person per meal, Blue Apron delivers seasonal recipes with ingredients and step-by-step instructions that make cooking easy. Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free with free shipping when you visit blueapron.com/theknow. Welcome to The Know, I'm Ashley, and if you've been dying for a chance to pre-order Nintendo's long-awaited SNES Classic here in the States, well, unfortunately, you may have missed one of your very small windows. Pre-orders for the coveted console went live on Friday night at Walmart's website and were gone within half an hour. If you were following our Twitter, we did tweet about it. Of course, the internet has reacted to this news pretty strongly, with thousands of fans left in frustration because they missed out on one of their very first chances to snatch one up. No word on if this was a mistake on Walmart's part, like if they were jumping the gun, considering no other retailers have listed them in America as of yet. They have started to cancel some of the people who got in on the late end of the pre-order train, but supposedly, if you haven't gotten a cancellation notice yet, you're probably in the clear. Also, word from Polygon is that Target might be the next place to keep your eyes peeled for. Really, can't count on anything at this point except, well, more chaos as people do whatever they can to get their hands on the SNES Classic. Just for the record, totally got one. And speaking of pre-orders, the gamers will soon have their chance to do the same for the Xbox One X, according to Microsoft. So far, the company still hasn't listed the system for early orders just yet, despite being announced over a month ago, or, well, outlined a month ago, I guess, but it's just around the corner. Xbox boss Phil Spencer said as much on Twitter over the weekend, replying to one fan who asked about pre-ordering. Our plan is set for this. All approvals are done, so now just landing the announce with all the info won't be too much longer. Nice. Just a wild hunch, but they'll probably be a lot easier to get your hands on than the SNES Classic because they'll make enough. One of Xbox's biggest exclusives set for later this year is the console release of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Well, launch exclusives anyway, it's been really unclear, and one industry analyst says that the single game will be a bigger system seller actually than any of PS4's Japanese exclusives. This quote comes from Michael Pachter, who said as much in a new interview with Gaming Bolt. Pachter said, "The one exclusive we have forgotten about, which is also timed clearly, is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and that'll be a big deal. I don't know what it will cost. I think it'll be $30 or $40, but I think that will outsell most of those Japanese games on PS4, and that's Xbox exclusive for a while, probably through the holiday." Again, because they're not saying exclusive. PlayerUnknown has said they'll look at other platforms, but no one has said anything officially about the PS4 yet. Pachter also talked about Sony's gimmick of exclusive content for multi-platform games and says he doesn't think it amounts to many sales for them. Although, I don't know, it worked pretty well for Destiny. A lot of people were all in on PS4 for Destiny. We'll have to see if Pachter's prediction holds true for PUBG. It's already moved 5 million copies in just a few months on Steam. Pretty exciting. Just the same, Pachter, please don't come for my Japanese PS4 games, alright? Persona was the shit. It looks like not even a hit new Nintendo exclusive can top Crash Bandicoot's insane trilogy and even insaner domination of the worldwide sales charts. After reports last week that Crash sales led all of June at physical retail, despite going on sale at the very end of the month, we've got new reports that Crash still held on to its #1 spot in the UK over Splatoon 2 last week, which it makes sense to some degree because the install base for PS4 is higher. But still, Splatoon 2 was a pretty big launch. A UK retail analyst ChartTrack reported this information, stating that even though Splatoon 2 sold 59% more copies than the original, which is very impressive, it still fell short of Crash, which is now tied with The Last of Us Remastered for having the most weeks at #1 for a PS4 exclusive. Does say a lot about how well Crash is doing at the moment, but in Splatoon 2's defense, it also came very close by less than 700 units apparently, and again, with a smaller install base. Take-Two is still months away from the launch of their next mega hit, Red Dead Redemption 2, with sales of Grand Theft Auto 5 surpassing the insane 80 million threshold. Yeah, 80 million. So it's got a few people wondering if Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to see as huge of a jump in sales over its predecessor as GTA 5 did over GTA 4. However, judging by a new interview with GamesIndustry.biz, Take-Two doesn't think that'll be the case, and it doesn't have to be the case. CEO Strauss Zelnick said, "I don't make assumptions like that. What the team is doing is trying to make the best possible game they can, and if they succeed, Look, the reason, in my opinion, why GTA 5 has sold 80 million units and GTA Online had another record year 3.5 years since its release is because it stands alone in the generation. Can any other title achieve that? It seems unlikely. Do we have incredibly high hopes for Red Dead? We do, but we're not putting it in the context of GTA. But, I mean, it's still gonna be huge, right? Come on, it's gonna be huge. I'll buy all the copies. Did you hear about the new multiplayer mode for Breath of the Wild? It's a real thing, just not on the Switch or the Wii U. Some enterprising modders created the mode on PC using a Wii U emulator and posted proof on Reddit over the weekend. As part of the proof, they showed off screenshots of two Links. One showed them side by side during the starting sequence, the other showed one on a horse and the other looking jealous. Wow, come on, Nintendo, hire these guys instead of, suing them or DMCAing them, and let's get some Zelda multiplayer. Now, we've seen some clever marketing stunts before, but this one, well, it might be the weirdest. The developers of Agents of Mayhem, the upcoming Saints Row spin-off, apparently leaked a sex tape featuring the stars of its game on YouPorn recently. The tape shows 3 of the game's characters, Gregory Prickington, Ivana Banya, and Marcus Thunderpump. I love the name so much. All doing sexy things in classic 80s cop TV style. We're not really sure what it means, but the game releases for PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 on August 15th, so not long to wait, and hopefully the sex tape will get nominated for an AVN award. I think that would be the happiest ending. Now, San Diego Comic-Con is history, at least for this year, and man, oh man, did we get to see a bunch of awesome trailers as part of it. I hope you guys were glued to your browser all weekend because I was. There was an exclusive Justice League preview that gave us 4 minutes of dark, gritty DC awesomeness, an absolutely insane Thor Ragnarok trailer, as well as one for the upcoming Nerdgasm Spectacular, which you're gonna need to frame by frame by frame by frame for Ready Player One, which is directed by Steven Spielberg. And oh, if that wasn't all enough, we got a look at season 2 of Stranger Things that shows the kids all getting back together and in true 80s fashion playing Dragon Slayer at an arcade until, of course, everything goes to hell. Just goes to show we really are living in a pretty awesome golden age of nerd culture and nostalgia. Did you guys frame by frame the trailer? I frame by frame the trailer. There were a lot of characters, like Doom Guy was in the trailer, a bunch of like the old classic characters. I mean, the DeLorean was an easy find, but it really is cool to just go by and look at all the little tiny things that were in it. Also, I think Deadpool and Harley Quinn were spotted. Are Ben Affleck's days numbered as the Caped Crusader already? The Hollywood Reporter says that Warner Brothers is planning to push him out gracefully and possibly explain the change in an upcoming movie. The article went on to say that Affleck might not even star in the Batman standalone movie that's being directed by Matt Reeves. Now, it should be noted that this is all attributed to an anonymous source, and both Affleck and Warner Brothers insist he's still Batman, so take it with a grain of salt. Affleck himself tried to squash the rumor at Comic-Con this weekend, saying, "Let me be very clear, I am the luckiest guy in the world. Batman is the coolest character in any universe, DC, Marvel, and I'm so thrilled to do it." So, crazy rumor, they're saying no, but if let's hope they don't lose him, because that would be another stumble for the DCEU, and it's already had a hard time. Now, Verizon Wireless has admitted that, hey, guess what? Yeah, they throttled Netflix traffic. That comes after customers reported that Netflix was showing measurably lower speeds than non-Netflix sites on Verizon. In a statement to The Verge, Verizon said it was all due to a temporary video optimization test. The company said, "We've been doing network testing over the past few days to optimize the performance of video applications on our network. The customer video experience was not affected." Except that customer experience was definitely affected because customers definitely did notice. Although it's just really another real-world reminder that net neutrality is kind of important, because you can't really trust your internet providers if they can make money off of charging you for extra stuff. That's what they do, they're a business. Now, a legendary Microsoft program is going away. In the next Windows 10 update, Microsoft is getting rid of Paint, which was first released with Windows 1 way back in 1985. Of course, look, Paint was never the best app, but damn it, if you needed to cut and paste something quickly or scribble something funny on a picture, it was always there for you. And also, some people managed to make really awesome, crazy art with Paint. So, RIP MS Paint, we are going to badly draw something tonight in your honor. And that's all the news we have for you guys today. Welcome back from the weekend. It was a big one, very busy. Let us know what you think of all these stories in the comments down below. And to make sure you get all the crazy news from every corner of the internet every day, make sure you like this video. And if you're new around here, subscribe to the Know. Thanks to Blue Apron for sponsoring this update. Blue Apron helps you become a wonderkind in the kitchen. They offer new recipes for you to try every week with no weekly commitment, so you get deliveries when you want them, and there's always plenty of variety. You're not gonna eat the same thing over and over and over. Every meal comes with a step-by-step recipe card and all the highest quality ingredients you need to make your meal in 40 minutes or less. You can check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free with free shipping when you visit blueapron.com/theknow. And just so you know, there's some pretty cool stuff this week. Some of the new highlights, there's sweet and spicy beef, there's crispy chicken tenders, and hot honey with, most importantly, potato salad. I'm such a sucker for potato salad, or if that doesn't do it for you, there's fresh cavatelli, spicy corn. Sounds fancy, totally doable. Don't even worry about it, you got this. And now I'm hungry.